You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
I'm never late. I'm always on time.
Oh.
When have I ever watched him?
I want wings and pizza.
Is wings and pizza?
I want wings and pizza.
Yeah. I played with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
What's up? So glad you could join us. It is a WAP Wednesday. Of course, that stands for Wings and Pizza.
It's a What Up Though Wednesday.
What Up Though Wednesday.
It's a What Up Though Wednesday. What up, though?
What up, though? We have this group text, right, that most of the time I ignore.
Yeah.
But yesterday they sent out this text, and they introduced all these poor people that are in our group text now. And I don't know if you saw it, Joique. They said, all right, so say your name and introduce yourself to the new people that are in on the text. And I wrote, what up, Doe? This is Sean. I was laughing at myself. I don't know if anybody else laughed, but
Can I say one thing?
You can say whatever you want.
At 5:30, I looked through, because this has been like 2 hours after they told us to introduce ourselves, and I said, hey, guys, you know who the two people are who have not said their names yet? Sean Baligian and Joique Bauer, the two people that have not put their names in the chat.
I said my name. Remember, I said, what up, Doe? This is Sean.
Well, you probably said after 5:30.
Yeah.
I probably did.
I did.
I
saw people putting their names. I saw Paige put her name, and I looked at it real quick. I didn't know why.
Boy, I think, I don't know, Fish. I hate to fact check you. If somebody has that, I think I did it very early, actually. Will you guys go back and look at it? Kennedy, do you have those texts? I think I did it I think I was one of the first people.
I'm looking at it right now.
Thank you. Please, just fact check that.
I got to go way up, though, because y'all were blowing it up last night for the
I really think I was one
game.
of the first people to do it.
Did you? That was a good game.
God, I got to go miles up for this thing. Here we go.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Why are you mocking us, Art? You're sitting in there clapping your hand and
you know what it
Sean,
is?
I'm not seeing you on this list
that's
anywhere.
the first thing on the script, and he's happy that we're getting into it, so he's clapping his hands.
All right, Sean, I owe you an apology. I'm very sorry for calling you out yesterday. To all the people that were offended by my comment, I'm very sorry.
I forgive you.
Look at that.
I was actually proud of myself because I was like, you know what? I'm going to respond. These are new people, so I want them to think that, like, I actually give a shit, and I'm going to participate in this little text thing and all that stuff. And so that was my one text they get from them.
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
That's what I said.
I love it.
You know what? Thank you, Fish. Fish.
They said, what time did Joique get in? They said, what time
done.
did Joique get in today? I got in at 10:40. Well, I parked at 10:40. I mean, you guys go from the time I walk in the studio. I go from the time I park.
Nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
It actually is nice.
I'm getting my contract redone.
I just hear it way in the back.
It's funny. It's funny how people don't negotiate their contracts, and they see your contract, and you're just like, they get mad at you about your contract.
Oh, here, hang on.
I'm going to say this again. This is some behind the scenes stuff going on, so you don't need to know all of it.
Yeah.
You need to know I don't begrudge you. Good for you.
Yeah, I know.
Good for you. You put whatever. But can I tell you what my?
No, we know what you're.
It's a good thing when you don't sign contracts.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, Sean, but we're not all you. Like, if I were to say no, Chad, I'm not signing a contract, he would have said, "Go pound sand." I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Could you imagine little me being like,
No,
I'm
I
not
get it.
signing a contract?
But you understand, like everybody in this studio holds Sean Baligian at a higher standard than everyone else.
If that's the case, show up early and show some respect.
Oh.
Jesus, are we lost here? Is this like some crazy circus?
What are you talking about?
I respect you so much, Sean. I'm gonna not prep and show up at
Oh,
11.
I'm a prep at home on my way here, and the prep comes in a day early.
Here it
and,
comes.
Hold up, and I'm fulfilling my contract obligation. So what are you talking about?
Joique,
okay then.
I
okay
really don't
then.
want to do this.
Okay then.
Because you're so busy. Yet yesterday, you were at Birmingham Roast for an hour and a half just sitting there BSing on your phone. What are we doing?
You said what?
You're so busy. No time to come in early, though. I'm just a piss on around here. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. As long as you know
Sawyer,
that.
you're doing great.
Thank you.
Can't wait for you to take over next week,
I can't
Sawyer.
wait either. Because Sawyer comes in, he does his job, he doesn't complain. I love it. And every time he claps his hand, it reminds
Two more days, baby, two more days.
Every time he claps his hand, it reminds me of a seal. Hey, do you work at Seawell?
I haven't heard that joke in a while. You know what's a great joke? Joique showing up on time.
I never showed up late. Ever.
This door is closed. We're
Ever.
sweating in here today.
It doesn't close all the way.
Why did he open the door? Why did he open the door?
How hard is that? He's punishing us, and in the meantime, he's in a sweatbox. He's in a sauna
punishing
now
himself.
with the door shut.
He punishing himself.
I'll show you, rotten
I'll show
kids.
you right now. I'm going to close the door.
He's in a sauna.
Is that what your kids do at home when they get mad? They just close the door, go to the room,
Poor
close the door.
Sawyer is thinking about the people he's just going to vanquish when he gets home.
Yeah. 13 guys in the alley.
He's going to be vanquishing people. Oh, my goodness. No, you know what? Joique and I'm sorry to do this to you guys. Joique and I had a great conversation before the show
we
started.
did.
And if you don't mind, Kennedy, I hope you don't hold this against us. We're going to flip-flop some of the things that we were going to talk about. Because I think you guys know if you watch this show. I'm frustrated at society today. I'm not going to lie. I'm frustrated at society.
Yeah.
And I think part of the frustration that I have with society is people's infatuation with trying to put labels on things. And let me give you an example. I do not believe that people that were formerly males who now identify or are called transgenders, I do not believe that they should be able to actually compete with real females. I do not believe that they should be allowed to use the same bathrooms as my daughter, as Joique's daughter, whatever the case may be. So when I say things like that, I'm told that I'm hateful. No. I know it's easy to throw a label out there. You don't want to take the time to hear what somebody of my opinion is saying. If Art comes in tomorrow and says, I want you all to know I've been going through some issues and I'm in the process of transitioning, and I would prefer to be called Arthurina. I would be the first person to call him Arthurina. I promise that. I would respect who he feels he is or whatever, and things like that. Now, if I was hateful, I'd yell at him and call him names and be mean and say, what the hell's wrong with you and everything. I'm sorry, you do you, right? I hate that comment with everything inside of me, but
the science, though.
yeah, and that's...
But the science.
And Joique, that's part of the issue that I have. I think what's interesting to me...
I'm not educated on the science. I just know him.
What I think when you constantly are throwing science out at people, and then you're trying to tell me at the same time that somebody who was born with male genitalia is not really a male, but they're a female. Pardon me if I don't do the exact same thing that Joique just did. So that's where we're at as a society right now, and it's frustrating to me because not everything is hateful. I'm sorry, I don't honestly I don't hate anybody. I really truly don't. There are people that I don't like. There are people that I don't want to associate with, but I don't hate anybody. And I respect you if you. Art, I'm being serious. If Art decided he wanted to be called Arthurina, I would be the first person to call you Arthurina. I would. I mean that.
I would call him that, but I wouldn't hate him for the transition.
No.
I don't like the name, but that's what's gonna be called. I'll call you that.
Arthur.
In the topics today, we might as well talk about it. Since
Yeah, we're switching around. My apologies, but we had a great conversation about it.
So with the weightlifter that wants to be in the Tokyo Olympics, what is your thoughts on that?
This is my thing with it. So basically it's a transgender female who wants to compete in the women's weightlifting competition. The thing for me is with the science. I understand. I'm ignorant when it comes to the science of it, but right now, what they put estrogen. She has to take estrogen pills or something. They have to monitor her testosterone over certain. Like, what does that mean? Like, does that make her weaker? Is that supposed to make her weaker? Like, I'm asking, like, is that supposed to make her
Allegedly. Allegedly.
So,
Yeah, they've been monitoring her testosterone levels for the past year so that she can participate. And it has to be under 10 nano something, some measurement that testosterone comes in for her to be able to participate with the other women. So if it were to spike over this 10 nano, whatever the measurement is, she would be taken out of the games.
All right, so I would say this because talking to a few people, they consider sex and gender two different things, correct?
Correct.
All right, and so why don't we just base it off of sex rather than gender?
Well, the problem there becomes that
don't
it would be...
Science. I'm sorry, I had something in my throat.
The problem would be people would be forced to identify with something that they feel that they're not, which could be very traumatizing for someone who has transitioned.
Hey, what you feel you are in your mind versus what your flesh really is.
What the science says you are?
Right. I mean, no. It's a difference between like I have this mental notion of who I am, and
Right.
that's who you are, right?
Yeah.
And then you also have the science, right? You also have the science, and then you also have your flesh. Your flesh is one thing, and
Yeah.
then your mentality is another thing. And so you want to change your body to be something that is really not, but mentally you are that. So it's a slippery slope. But at the end of the day, like if you're a man and you transitioning to be a woman or you're transgender, just go compete in the men's. Just go compete. Like, but you don't have to identify. Like,
Yeah.
Can you imagine me? Sean, when we come back, I have a perfect notion for you that I want to talk about. But right now we have to take a quick break. But before we do, let me tell you about Northwestern Tech, because I really want to get back into this topic. Start a new career in an industry that is always essential, the heating and cooling industry. To learn more today, go to northwesterntech.edu. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, and this is Woodward Sports. You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Sure that is.
You know, it's really simple today, and unfortunately, we've become such a divided society in so many different ways. It's
The thing is, this is the thing, Sean. We can be a society with a lot of different views, but we also have to respect each other. And I respect everything about it. Just some things I think are fair. Some things I think aren't right or aren't fair. And like, can you imagine? No, and just say one day I woke up and I say, Sean, I don't want to be called Joy. I want to be called Joy. Call me
call
Joy.
you Joy.
Call me Joy. I want to be called Joy. That's my sister's name. So
I respect you.
yeah, Joy. And you know what? You know what I want to do? I want to come back and play football. But this time, I want to come back. I want to play with the Dark Angels. I want to play with the Dark Angels now. I go play with the Dark Angels, which is a women's football team here in Detroit. And I say, you know what? I'm Joy. I want to go play on the girls' football team. Can you imagine? They said they want to put poor Kennedy. Look at Kennedy. Put the camera on Kennedy. They want to put Kennedy at safety or at DB. Can you put the camera on Kennedy real quick? Say hi, Kennedy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I would just beat your ass in practice.
Can you look at Kennedy?
Why are
and-
you disrespecting me? I am Joy.
I'm Joy.
Let me play.
Let me play. Can you imagine me going off the edge and she had to come down and try to tackle me? Can you imagine that?
I say we
It's just
test
not
that.
fair. It's not fair.
Love what Matt said. They keep placing labels on things or people, and that label automatically creates a divide amongst someone. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
The thing that frustrates me today is when there is a clear right and wrong, and people can't look at it and call it a right and wrong. And I've seen it both ways. I don't want you to think that I'm pointing one way or the other. As Joique and I were talking about, I think what happened in our nation's capital on January 6th is a perfect example. There were people that called those maniacs patriots. They weren't patriots. They were criminals.
It's people that called.
They broke the law. What do you want? What do you want me to say? And that's where we're at right now. Is we can't. The rioters in the summertime, you were breaking the law. You were burning things. You were looting stores. Anybody that was involved with that, I don't call you a protester. I call you a criminal because that's what you are. An opportunist, a criminal. I put any, but I'm not going to call it a peaceful protest. And unfortunately, that's where we're at as a society right now. And something like this, and you know the routine, Joique, we were joking about this. This is what people like me have to deal with all the time. I'm going to respect you, Joy Bell. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to, if you want to be called Joy, I'm going to respect you, okay? Mm-hmm. But I'm also going to say, Joy, you can't go play for the Dark Angels. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to call you a beautiful female because I don't think you look like a beautiful female. But I'm going to say, Joy, live your life any way you want. But you
beauty
can't go
lies
play
within,
football.
Sean.
Yeah,
beauty
true.
lies within.
Beauty
Sean.
lies. That's what my mom's always told me. But I mean, really, that's where we're at as a society, right? I'm not being hateful. Come on, that's right and wrong.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's such a strange. I like what Tammy said here. My cousin transitioned from a female to a male. I love him and will support him in whatever makes him happy. There has to be a line when it comes to competition.
Yes,
I couldn't agree with you more. I love that person with everything. Yeah. I won't think one thing less of you. Joique, are you happy? Or excuse me, Joy, are you happy? Yes, I am. Sean, I finally feel like I'm me. God bless you, Joy. I hope you have a joyful life.
This is my thing, though, Sean. Why do you have to drop down to go play for women? And, I mean, but your sex test says that your gender is a male, right? And so you want to go play in a women's league, but you have you're more athletically inclined or physically inclined rather than the league that you're going into, the people that you're going to be competing against. What athlete would want to have that unfair advantage if you're a true competitor? Who would want to have? Why won't you just say, you know what? All these women, right? All these women are making strides playing for football teams, working in front offices of football teams. Why, if you're good enough, why won't you just go play in a better league with better competition? Why would you dummy it down? That's what I'm saying. As a true competitor, I don't want to go play with people that I have a physical advantage of. That's, in my opinion, that's not a true competitor.
Yeah. And I just found...
I mean, as a competitor, I don't want to, like, we always talk about Aaron Rodgers leaving Green Bay. I love playing against Aaron Rodgers when he was at Green Bay because he's one of the best.
Sure.
He's one of the best. So I want to play against the best. And that's why whenever anybody from our division is playing a team outside of our division, I want them to win because I want us to have the toughest division in the NFL. And so that's just how I look at it. I want to play against the best. And so for a person that want to dummy down their testosterone to play in a lesser league or play in lesser competition, I don't agree with. I just don't.
What's interesting, and this is part two of this discussion, Joique and I were talking about this, and you might remember yesterday I jokingly said Joique is going to come in with a trunk. He's turning into an elephant. He's turning into a Republican. And in case you missed it, Florida became the 8th state to enact an anti-trans sports ban yesterday. Bans transgender girls and women in public secondary schools and colleges from participating on girls and women's sports team after its Republican governor signed the restrictive measure. And and Kennedy, I hope you take this for the context in which I'm saying it, not a shot at you. And Joique said to me, is this a Republican Democratic issue? And I said, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
Yep.
It isn't a governor. It's the Republican governor. It's that crazy man who, remember, he and the guy in Texas were Neanderthals just 3 months ago when they said, we have to deal with COVID. We're not hiding anymore. We're dealing with it. We have to make this go away. And remember, everybody called for mass deaths, and there's going to be death everywhere. And you know what their numbers did? Their numbers went like that. And you know what numbers did when we played hide and seek in this state? Our numbers went like that. And I'm saying again, guys, that isn't political. That's fact. That's just the way it is.
It's true.
I'm sorry. That's not. And now, if you want to argue with science, you can look at the science of that. That's what happened. But unfortunately, today, everybody turns things into politics. And it's like, no, the truth isn't political. It isn't. That's not political. And that's why I'm quick to point out all the crazy people on the right that looked at what happened on January 6th and went, yeah, they're patriots. No, they're not. They're criminals. We have to get to the point where, as a society, we have to look at situations like this and say, that's wrong.
Yeah.
But what happened? You're full of hate. Joique, you're full of hate.
It's not
Boy,
full of hate.
they've gotten to you,
You know what
Joique.
it is? You know what it is, though, Sean? It's to a point to where you do certain things for so long, and you do everything you can to uplift your community, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. And then we had that. We had our own economic system. We had that. If you look at the bombing on Tulsa, when they burned down multiple businesses, killed over 200.
Terrible.
I mean, it was terrible. And we know who orchestrated that, right? And so when we try to come up, it's like always something that's oppressing us. We did the Selma Walker piece, like we did the march last year that you said that you was all for. But that same
1,000%.
march, that same march happened 50 years ago, and we're doing it again 50 years later. And
It's sad.
So it's to a point to where like it's not sad to say, but we need. I have nothing against going to the NFL or the NBA, Major League, or the bigs, and fulfilling your dreams. That's your dream, right? But why is that your dream? Because that's what you see in media all the time. We need more politicians. We need more lawyers. We need more doctors. We need more people that's in power to make changes in the judicial system to be able to make change. Because right now,
You're a smart man.
yeah, I mean that's what we need more of.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Right, and so, sitting back looking at these things, I mean, I always hear both sides of the story, and right now with the knowledge that I've obtained over a certain amount of years of looking at this, it's just I don't think it's fair. I'm not gonna say I don't think it's fair. Like if you want to be a woman, by all means,
God
that's
bless
what you
you.
want. I bless you. I support you. But do I think you should go play in a girls' league? No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I
Yeah.
don't think it's fair.
I think
just
a
don't it's
majority of
fair.
Americans deep down inside feel that way. I really, truly do.
There's no way you can look at me and then look at Kennedy and say you guys should be playing against each other
And
on a football field.
I found the you were asking about the testosterone levels and what that does. So I found the study on it. And basically, so like I said, they test her testosterone levels for 12 months leading up to the Olympics. And to your point, Joique, so they did a 3-year study, and so testosterone basically helps with bone mass and muscle mass. So the study reported no muscle loss greater than 12% with the testosterone suppression, and men typically have 40% more muscle than women. So that's still
Science.
a high percentage of muscle that these trans women would have over the women that were born a woman.
Right.
So yeah, to your point, it wouldn't be completely fair.
No,
And
it's
it
not.
also says that the trans women will also possess a grip strength that is 25% stronger than most females. So the trans woman still would have a very, very high
it's just not
advantage.
Fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. I don't agree with it. Not at all. Not at all.
All right, good. Let's move on to the NBA playoffs when we come back. Some crazy stuff last night. I got to talk about your boy LeBron James, because there's so much stuff out there about LeBron James. But you know what?
What?
And I want to get your thoughts on this when we come back. He's got nobody to blame but himself. And I'll tell you why when we come back, and I want to get his take as well. First, I want to talk about my bookie. Baseball going on, NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs. You can make each and every series matter by having a stake in the game with mybookie.ag. Regardless of whether you're betting favorites or underdogs, player prop bets, or just looking to make some cash, MyBookie gives you tons of options to make all your favorite matches a heck of a lot more exciting. Now, even if you're looking to bet for the very first time but don't know what to bet on, they are there to help point you in the right direction. Habs and Jets start tonight. You want to bet on the series? Winnipeg in 5, you can do that. Habs in 7, boy, those numbers would be really, really high, but that's the type of stuff you can do at mybookie.ag. But you have to take the initiative, slugger. Go to mybookie.ag, sign up now, and use promo code Woodward to get your first deposit match halfway up to $1,000. Let them know that we sent you. Use your promo code Woodward to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with a W. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. We'll come back, get into the NBA playoffs, and LeBron James should be starring in a soap opera. We'll get into that next right here on Woodward Sports.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Hi, welcome back. Glad you could join us. This is what Scott said. Sean, you obviously have never listened to LeBron talk. He blames everyone but himself. Anytime things go wrong, he'll pick the teammates he wants and blame management for not getting him enough support. I think LeBron James is one of the best players I've ever seen. Would I put him in that high level? No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Maybe that's my age showing. I openly admit it.
How many?
I would take Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson over him every single day.
Who else would you take over him?
What's that?
Who else would you take over him? Because you got to think,
Kobe. Kobe's an assassin, and he'd slit your throat.
I would tell you this: the time and era where they were playing, they weren't. It was big and physical back then. But they weren't doing weight training back then the way that they're doing weight training now. They weren't. Come on now.
No, hey, listen.
And so I can't say that. I hate doing that. I hate doing that generational thing.
I can't stand the generational thing. But I can tell you based on watching them, but that doesn't take away from LeBron James' greatness. I think, like so many other things, this can be both things can be true. LeBron James is an absolute drama queen. Absolute drama queen. He's also one of the best players I've ever seen. Yeah. Now, let me say this, okay? Can you play that video again?
I'm not going to sit here and let you just dog my guy now. Come on now.
Phenomenal. All right, then I want you to watch this video, and as a professional athlete, you tell me the optics on this, okay? Watch this video. 5:42 left. He's done. He left the bench. His team's getting hammered. He took his ball and went home. You are a drama queen.
Yeah.
What do you think everybody's going to say? People are going to do exactly what we're talking about.
I'm going to tell you right now. He's going to the locker room real quick just to use the bathroom. He's coming right back.
What if he didn't come right back?
Huh?
He was constipated?
Yeah. He had to go to the bathroom. You telling me, Sean, if you got to go to the bathroom, you got to go.
He's a drama queen.
No, he's not. I'll tell you this about last night's game. I want you to understand that LeBron without Anthony Davis is 1-7. Anthony Davis without LeBron is 1-10. They need each other in order to. You can't have one without the other and be successful on the court against a good team like this.
I'm being serious now. You're getting hammered by the Packers. Hammered. Mm-hmm. Okay? Pick a teammate. Calvin. 5 minutes left in the game. You're down 41-17.
Mm-hmm.
This game's over.
Yeah.
Calvin gets up, walks across the bench, doesn't say anything to anybody, gets up, walks across the bench, walks straight into the locker room. How well would that go over?
You can't use that analogy. And the reason, let me tell you why. This is a playoff series, right? This is the playoffs. When you playing football, you only have one playoff game. He's about to go in there, use the restroom, and think about what they have to do in order to get better for Thursday night. Now when I sit here and tell you this was not the Laker team. They weren't communicating. Terrible fundamentals. Fundamental basketball, not boxing out on the shot, not finding a body, putting a body on the body, not communicating, running to the same guy, leaving the guy wide open. This wasn't the Lakers team that we've seen. And just to commend,
that was the LeBron we've seen.
But to commend the Suns, they were on fire. It was in the second quarter, shooting 58% as a team.
They're up by 30. I mean, they literally. Second quarter, they're up by 30. It was crazy.
Shooting 58%, right? And then you have just miscommunication, going to the same guy, not boxing out. Okay. Terrible help defense. Now, I would say this, though. Phoenix did a great job. They did a great job with prepping for LeBron. Whenever he went to the top of the key, you will see they went to a zone. You will see that they went to a zone defense to kind of break down on LeBron whenever he came in to try to drive. By far, one of the best drivers in the NBA, if not the best. And so they had a very good strategy on stopping LeBron. And they knew that if they stopped LeBron, they had no one else to come in and win, because whenever Anthony Davis came in and he averaged a double-double, they won. Whenever he didn't average that, they lost.
You are doing a fantastic job of trying to take the focus off of what everybody's talking about.
No,
Bravo! Seriously, I give you credit.
The frustration.
But what's the story of that story? What's the story of that game?
He went to the bathroom.
What's the story of that game? Seriously.
The story of that game is shut down LeBron. Shut down. No. Shut down.
He'll leave because he's not happy.
No. Shut down LeBron, and then when you go to the defensive side, and you guys don't play defense as a team and talk and communicate.
Give me my respect.
He's a man.
Give me my damn respect.
He got it. What you talking about? LeBron is the man.
My respect.
He went to 9 finals in a row. Like, what do you want from him?
What do you want
from him?
That's his quote, not mine.
What do you want from him?
He said, okay, then don't yell at me.
I'm just asking.
That's what Bronny said.
What do you guys want from him?
That's what LeBron said. LeBron James, when they won the title, sat in front of the cameras, just like I'm looking in the camera right now, and said, give me my respect. When do I get my damn respect? How about you stay on the bench with your team so we don't have to have conversations like this? And I want you to remember, he's the best of his generation. Well, he and Kobe. He's phenomenal. I'm not taking anything away from his game. Nothing. What I am saying is he's a drama queen. And Exhibit 729 is what happened last night. People are going to hammer you when you do that. You know it, I know it.
Hey, tell me another player that's been to the final that many times in a row. Just give me one.
Tell me another player that walks off his bench with 5:42 to go in a game.
Tell me a player that walks out the locker room and makes a person get up out the seat because he wasn't there on time because he wasn't playing in that game.
I should have taken my Metamucil.
Huh?
I'm congested.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you dog around like that.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what it is, though?
Great player. He's not going to get his flowers. It really
he's
does.
not going to get his flowers until he's done. He's retired.
No. Here's
That's what's going to happen.
This goes back to the conversation we just had, Joique. Like seriously, I want you. You're not. He's a great player. That was a brutal scene. The optics are horrible. When you leave the bench with 5:42 to go because you're getting hammered, do you think people are going to bring you a bouquet of flowers?
He was going to the restroom.
Dear Bronny,
back.
I hope your constipation is gone. Try Metamucil. Love, Shawnee. He's a baby.
Miralax, but hey.
Yes, Arthur.
To me, and I don't understand how many times we have to have this conversation, but what about professional accountability? Like, you're a professional, sure, you have all the titles, you have all the rings, I get that, that's amazing. But leaving your team behind and pissing away the last couple minutes of the fourth because you didn't get what you want because Davis is out, I mean, that to me, he's whined and complained about so many things.
Define get what you want. Define it.
What's that? Defining do what you want and being there for your team are two different things. If your team is losing, I don't care if it's by 100. You stand with your team.
Exactly.
You stand with your team. You don't leave.
It's not about losing. It's not about losing because they have lost many games and he's never left the bench. Mini game.
Right, so,
All right, so
it should be
let me
every
finish.
game.
So no,
It's
listen.
personal accountability.
So you gonna listen or no? You gonna talk? Or you,
Oh,
you
I forgot. You should raise your hand. Go ahead.
You gonna let me talk? I gotta raise my hand.
Go ahead, Joique.
All right. So the thing is, it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you right now. Me watching that game is not that they lost. It's the way that they lost. That he was disgusted and didn't want to see anymore. Teammates were not doing what they were supposed to do, period. They weren't. But he's not going to say that.
It's not the first time
He's not going to say it, though. He's not going to say it.
No, he's going to take his ball and go home.
When J.R. Smith took the ball off the rim, off the free throw, and didn't shoot, did he throw him under the bus? Yes or no? Did he throw him under that? Out of any time in your career, he should have threw him under the bus.
You justifying what is absolutely wrong is fascinating to me.
No,
I mean, especially considering
let me
we
finish
just
though.
had that like, if you're a human being right now, this goes back to what we started with earlier. If you're a human being and you can't look at that and go, "Wow, that's a bad look," then we live on a different planet. You can attempt any justification. Like I saw Steve.
Look at John.
Steve said, I guarantee his teammates didn't have a problem with it. That's not the point. Is that right?
It's
Y
right.
or N?
It's right.
The answer is no.
I'ma
You
tell you
don't
this.
leave the bench with 5:42 to game to go in the game.
Okay, let me
Period,
give
end
you a
of story.
perfect- let me give you a perfect
And if you
example.
do,
All right.
you have to accept the fact that you're gonna get your ass kicked today
I'm gonna tell
by
you this.
people like me.
I'm gonna tell you this. If I had teammates who are playing terrible defense, not communicating, and just playing like they don't give a F, just playing like they don't give a F, I would do the same thing. There's no way that I worked as hard. I would do the same thing. There's
All
no
right.
way. It's
Hold on. On that note, watch me.
Send us the break. Send us the
Are we on
break,
break?
Joique. You done did it.
Sean's going to the bathroom, so I think he's constipated. So he'll be back shortly.
Say Woodward Sports.
Hey, no, Sean Baligian, Joique here on Woodward Sports. Stay tuned. We got to get back into this because they're not going to talk about.
I had to take a
that way.
piss.
Had to take a piss. That was quick. Stay tuned.
I
Woodward
came
Sports.
back.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Kennedy.
Yeah, did you hear that?
I did.
Yeah.
Why is the camera on me? Kennedy.
Turn it to me.
No, I think Kennedy. Here's a great question, because you know what you did? You evoked one of Joique's favorite people,
I know.
and who's a wonderful man.
That's what I'm saying. He's a nice guy, so I'm wondering how he would have handled the
All right.
situation.
Yeah.
So ask the question.
What if you acted that way and you walked out on the Lions? What would Coach Caldwell do?
I just told you I can't compare that to the NBA.
Why? Why not?
Because listen,
The Lions
it's
lost all the time.
Listen, it's 17 games. Listen, it was 16 games, right? 17 weeks, and we get the playoffs. Depending on who you are, you have 4 games to 3 games in the postseason. It's not a series; it's one game.
Okay.
And so he has another opportunity to go out there. You don't have that same opportunity. Like say the series was 3-3, and this was like Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's terrible. It's a bad look. Okay, it's a bad look. I'm not saying he should have did it, but I'm saying it's different. He had to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna keep using that one.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't do that.
I'm glad to hear
I'm
you say
glad
it's
you
a
wouldn't
bad
do
look.
that.
It's
a bad look.
It's a bad look, but still the greatest. He's still one of the greatest. He's the best of this generation. Like
All
what
of
do you
that
want
is
from him?
true.
Now, bad look, but at the end of the day, he was disgusted with what he saw in the court. I was too. As a fan, you'll be disgusted. Just fundamental basketball. It wasn't happening. Have you ever seen White Man Can't Jump? Have you ever seen that movie? No,
Yes.
no, real talk. Have you seen that movie, White Man Can't
Yes.
Jump? All right. So you remember how him and Wesley Snipes were a team, and they'll go around, they'll hustle people. And so there's one particular game, Wesley Snipes played terrible. He wasn't playing defense, rudimentary stuff. Basically, that's what happened. That's kind of what happened last night. They wasn't doing the fundamentals. They weren't. And at the end of the day, he ended up hustling him out of his money, his own team.
You guys are learning something at home today too. I don't know if you know this. Okay, we're like in a petri dish. I didn't even realize we're in a petri dish. Okay, this is why narratives exist. Okay, what's happening today? All right? The media guy is the bad guy for calling him out, and the athlete who sticks up for him, athletes always stick up for themselves. We are following that narrative right now. We are. Whether we want to admit it or not, like the realization just hit, we're the bad, and Joique, you know what? You did it complete with the line, when are you going to give him his flowers? I don't know how else to say this. He's one of the best. I don't put him in the tippy top, like the top of the pyramid. He's one of the best that I've ever seen. But that doesn't mean that we can't call out even the best, right? That was a bad look. That was drama. That was... my personal opinion, now this is where opinion is going to enter the equation. My personal opinion is LeBron did that knowing full well that everybody would be talking about him today. That's my personal opinion. And you're never going to convince me otherwise.
He's not thinking about that during the game.
Oh, yes, he is.
He's not thinking about that during the game.
He's not thinking so about that well thought out and
that's what I tell you.
He's not thinking about holding a TV show to announce where he's going next. Who would do something like that?
What's wrong with that, though?
I think LeBron James is a hell of a lot smarter than people give him credit for. I'll be honest with you.
But what's wrong with that?
Except he needs to educate himself on like China, but that's a different story for a different day.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but when you do that, you also have to know people are going to go, you egomaniac. Everything is about you. Everything is about you. And you have to live with that. And that's LeBron James. Hi, Fish.
Hello, everybody. Joique, so you say LeBron's been to 10 finals. What more do you want? Winning!
How many rings does he have?
He has 4.
Okay.
Last time I checked, that's 40%.
He's gone.
He's gone what? He's gone to the...
You know what's crazy?
You don't
crazy?
You don't want to go to the finals and lose, Joique.
You know what's funny?
You want to win.
So are those shots at me or are those shots at LeBron?
They're both.
Huh?
The shots at you because you said that statement. The shots at LeBron because he's gone to 4 finals and he's 40%.
You know what, Stick? You know what you said will never light a candle in me or LeBron. You know why? Because no matter what you say, you'll never be there.
I don't want to be there.
I did.
You obviously said.
I did.
What
I'm not
going to
lie.
Winning. That's what I want. I want to see him win more.
I wanted to hold the Stanley Cup over my head just one time.
I don't want a stupid NBA ring. I want to be here talking about him, not winning.
Makes no sense.
He walked out on his team.
And this is why the media talks about him.
You know he didn't go to the bathroom. Oh, he just went to the bathroom.
Oh, don't go. He has
know?
nobody to blame but himself.
Why?
He got up and left the bench with 5:40 to go.
Went to the bathroom.
They wouldn't put the camera on him if they didn't know he was going. Every single player in the whole stadium knew he was leaving. Every single person knew he was leaving.
Going to the bathroom.
The camera people put him on him because they knew he was leaving. The director wouldn't say, well, let's see what LeBron James is doing.
I have very, very close sources that say he was going to the bathroom.
Well, I don't trust those
Boy,
sources.
he did that before, too, as I recall. Remember, he did it against the Celtics. He took off his jersey, and he had to show everybody how ripped he is first. That's key. Right? It's just like when I come in every day and I take my shirt off and, guys, I'm sorry. You have to show everybody how ripped you are first. And then he had to leave the court. Do you remember he took off his jersey and he left the court against the Celtics in that series?
That was when he went to the Heat, right?
Yeah, he was with the Cavs at the time. Yeah, he was with the Cavs.
He was with the Cavs, but then he left the Knicks.
Yeah, and it's just like, what do you think people are going to say?
So how do we have this? How do we have this in the script that he started? That he started the player empowerment with players talking to each other to team up. He started that. So he started that.
I think a lot of people look, and I don't think that's fair. Yeah, I don't
so
think
he
that's
started
fair.
that.
No, time out. Can I say something? Yeah. My hand's up. How can he work with other players when he's leaving the bench and giving up on games? That to me isn't a team environment.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with what I just said?
It seems like
what did that have to do with what I just said? I just said, what does that have anything to do with anything?
You spend more time defending athletes.
You know, he's like athletes. He's like athletes after the game. How do you feel about this loss today?
It's accountability.
How do you feel about Kelvin Johnson's play today on this loss? You know, I think I could have played better. What does that have to do with anything?
You just said that LeBron was the leader of what you were just talking about in the prep right here, right? Why would you have a leader
about players teaming up to go play with one another on a team? You're talking about the game last night.
Yeah, why would I want to play with somebody who's going to leave the fucking bench?
Because he's been in 10 finals.
Why would I want to be a part of that?
Because he's been in 9 finals in a row.
Oh, and he missed this one because he fucking left. He left.
The finals not been here yet.
Joique, why do you
finals not
spend
here
so
yet.
much time defending athletes?
That's not a leader. I'm sorry.
That's not.
When you leave the bench with 5:40 to go, you
We're
at
not-
that
I'm not-
point in
I'm not
time,
saying-
you were
I'm
an
not
individual.
talking about being a leader. I'm not talking about none of that. What I'm talking about is how did he become the person to start this new era of basketball with players teaming up and forming these super teams? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, and I'll talk about this.
So how did he start that?
How did he start that?
Yeah. How did he start that?
Oh, I think Brooklyn Nets did a better job at starting that, obviously.
You know what?
I mean, look at their current roster now.
This goes back to
Look at the Warriors.
This goes back
Yeah,
to
the Warriors
Bosh,
too.
and
The Celtics.
This
What are
goes
you
back
talking
to
about?
this goes back to Dwayne Wade and Bosh and the super team, and we're gonna win 7-8. And I'm serious. I'm gonna get LeBron's back here. I don't think it's fair to blame LeBron for that. I really don't, because that stuff, it's open collusion is what it is. Let's be honest. You know how for years a lot of athletes got mad at owners colluding, and they did. Okay. Now the athletes, at least in the National Basketball Association, in a certain regard, have kind of taken back some of that power. But let's call it's collusion. It is collusion. It's openly colluding. I mean, and it's not exactly a secret either. But it started before LeBron. I read a story yesterday, just yesterday.
Yeah, it started before LeBron. That's
And
what
I
I'm saying.
didn't,
So how
I
did he
didn't
start?
like. I'm not joking. I didn't mean to read this yesterday because I didn't think I'd talk about it. But just yesterday, there was a story about Bill Walton. And Bill Walton was later in his career. And, you know, he had been obviously one of the all-time greats. But at the end of his career, the injuries caught up to him and everything. And he basically had a choice between the Lakers and the Celtics. And although the Lakers had a better team, the Celtics really showed great interest in him to the point where Larry Bird told their famous owner, Red Auerbach, pick him up now. Not have the doctors look at him, not let's see if this fits. Pick him up now. So you know what the Celtics did? They picked him up and they squeezed one more championship out of that regime. One more championship out of that regime. Now the Lakers went on to win the next couple of years after that, including beating the Celtics one year, but that stuff has been going on for a long time. The difference with LeBron, This is.
You have social media now, so it's bigger.
You know what?
That's what it is.
They didn't hide it. They openly. LeBron made the choice.
You know why he didn't
to
hide
put
it?
on a television show called The Decision, and there was nothing else like that before. Nothing. So
there's been nobody else bigger than him before.
Once that happened, a lot of people are going to use LeBron as patient zero. And this is where I'll get LeBron's back. I don't think that's fair because this shit's been happening a lot longer than LeBron. But LeBron's the one that brought it out from the dark into the light.
You know why?
So people are going to blame him for that. That's just the way it is.
And that's cool. They can blame him. They just got to do their research. That's all. You know. And another thing is you have social media now. You have a guy that has 50, 60 million followers, right, that has access to him 24/7 by just going to his page. They didn't have that back then. They didn't. I'm telling you right now, social media is at its peak now.
Is player empowerment an issue in the NBA? For those of you that watch the NBA incessantly, I always say this, okay? Look, the sports plate, my sports plate is full mostly of hockey this time of year. I'm not going to lie to you, point blank. Just the same as your sports plate might be full of the NBA, your sports plate might be full of baseball. My sports plate's full of the National Hockey League. So I don't watch the NBA enough to make a broad brush statement like that. But it's out there. The question is out there. Is player empowerment an issue in the NBA? We'll get into that when we come back. Woodward Sports.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
All right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Bluff.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day, right here on The Hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
So for years, Papa Sean's going to give you an education for you youngins out there. For years, owners had players over the barrel and took advantage of players. For years. It happened. It's real. Let's not mince any words. People that grew up in my generation, I watched athletes being taken advantage of by owners time and time again. I watched it. I saw it, okay? What happens is there was an era of, self-awareness. And players started to realize their worth. And players started to realize they have a lot more power than they think. So like so many other things, the pendulum started over here where the owners really had players over the barrel. Whether you want to admit it or not, I don't give a shit. That's the way it is. Owners were really taking advantage of players for a long, long time in many sports, okay? Look up Curt Flood in free agency in baseball and thank me later, okay? But the pendulum has gone like this in so many regards. And I'm going to use something near and dear to my heart. And I even had this conversation with Darren McCarty about this. A few years ago, you might remember, there was a strike in the National Hockey League. This time it was a lockout. One of the key points of contention, I'm not making this up. If you want to fact check me, you go right ahead and fact check me. One of the key points of contention was revenue sharing. Now, when you hear the word revenue share, what do you think? Right? If I have a pizza in here, Joique, and there are 6 slices in here, and it's just you and I, you know what I'm going to say? Joique, here's 3 slices and 3 slices for me, right? Mm-hmm. Revenue sharing, in theory, should be 50-50, right?
Right.
All right?
It's not that.
The owners were bad guys, and the fans were on the player's side because the owners had the audacity to ask for, I'm not making this up, fact check me, 46% of the pie as opposed to 42% of the pie. They were bad guys. People were pro-player. And again, in society, what do? Do we relate to the rich guy sitting up in the box, or do we relate to guys like Joique? You know, guys that we've watched with our own 2 eyes grow up, turn himself into a world-class athlete, dominate in college and go to the NFL. Well, we more relate to that guy. But I think what people do is automatically old rich guy bad, young entitled athlete good, right? If people take the time to look at this, and I told you this, I'm not going to name them, but if you think real hard, you can figure out who it is. I talked to an owner of a National Hockey League team, and the owner of the National Hockey League team said to me, I have accepted that I'm going to lose money every year. I've accepted that. Now, I want you to think about that business, Joique, now. I've accepted I'm going to lose money every year. I just don't want to bleed money. He's a bad guy. Think about that. Think about that. He's a bad guy. Hey, guys, you know what? Instead of you guys getting 58% of the revenue, can we get 54%? That way, instead of bleeding money, I'm only just losing money. But again, in today's society, owner bad, player good. That's all real. That's 100% real. Now, again, as a businessman,
I got to look at the books.
Oh, you're going to have to try. Don't say that. Anybody who's a fan of the National Hockey League will know why you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I know. Do you know the 2 books?
Do you know what the Players Association did? It was the worst mistake they ever made. They said, show us your books. And the NHL went, okay. And then they found the answers they didn't like. That's real. And the president of the Players Association lost his job because of it. True story. Ask Bob Goodenow about the books. He probably won't talk about the books. But you're absolutely right. That's the card that so many people do. All right, show me your books. And the NHL went, cool, here you go. How long do you need? And that was, so again, I want to be crystal clear here. That doesn't mean that the owners are always right, because the owners have had players over the barrel for years. And the owners, especially in the NFL, the whole lack of guaranteed money is bullshit. It's some serious bullshit. But oftentimes what happens in these conversations is the player's always going to take, or the average human being is always going to take the owner's side or the player's side, and it's not always the case. So I think in recent years, and Joique, you tell me if I'm wrong, with the exception being the NFL, because you guys really need to take more back.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I'm about to say the NFL.
The NFL needs to take more back. The NBA, Major League Baseball in a certain regard, and yes, the National Hockey League, have seen the players take a lot of the power back, which has led many people to say that NBA players are now empowered, entitled, colluding together. What do you say about that as an athlete?
It's good to be on the other side, ain't it? It's good to be on the other side, right? And so I remember I was in the car with a gentleman who has a lot of power, right, in the NBA, and it was a situation that happened where he said, something took place in the car over a phone call, a trade, and he said, don't say anything about this. It haven't happened yet. Just watch ESPN tomorrow. And the next day I watched, actually SportsCenter. He said, watch SportsCenter. And I watched it the very next day, and the deal that he was putting together in the car happened right on TV. I saw it right before it happened, and I was like, wow, this is how you guys deal with players. So you guys can just trade players overnight, and the players have no say-so. And so at that point in time, it was eye-opening to me just how these people really own you. I mean, I know you're their player, so they own your contract. So in retrospect, they own you. So if we don't want you anymore, we want you to go to, say, we want to trade you from LA to the Celtics. I don't have to call you and tell you that. You know, there's one with Cousins. With Cousins, he was doing an interview and got traded during the interview. He didn't even know it. They came and told him during the interview. No decency, no professional courtesy. Just go over there and they got your contract now, and good luck to you. Not even that. Just he was doing an interview. He was sitting there, and somebody came and whispered in his ear during the interview. He said, "Oh, I didn't know that." Well, you know, it's good to be here, you know, in New Orleans, you know, and start. It's weird how they just control you like that.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm not being a smartass when I ask this question, okay? It's going to sound like a smartass question, but this is a sincere question, Joique. Athletes, in my opinion, and I've talked to you about this privately, it's a business. You guys know this. It's a business.
Right.
Okay?
Is
there a line between business and personal?
Is it business where one person's making all the decisions? Is that business?
Is it personal then if they don't call you first? If you found out the Detroit Lions traded Joique Bell to Phoenix,
I would take it personal.
You're going to the Cardinals.
I would take it personal.
Okay.
For a person, now it depends.
That's why I wasn't being a smartass.
No, I'm saying I would take it personal if I didn't get called into, like for instance, before they let me go, before we decided to part ways, mutual agreement, we had numerous conversations before that even happened. Numerous, right? Even me going in to the office before we made the final decision. And so, with that being said, they handled my contract differently, all right? But was it a respect thing? Did they do that with everyone who they let go? No. But I think depending on your position with the team, your position in the community, and what you mean to the community, they'll handle those with care.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And so, depending on who you are, for sure. Like, and I had ties to the community, so yes, like call me into the office and let's talk about it.
If I was a general manager, the first person, well, I can't say the first person because the first person would be the guy that I just traded you to. The second person that I would call was Joique Bell. Joique, we love you. I don't know how else to say this. This was a great deal for us. Maybe a change of scenery is good for you.
I might be third person because you're going to call my agent first, and then you're going to call me.
But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't, that's why I, like, I don't know. I think it's a silly question because has it hurt the National Basketball Association? It may rub people the wrong way, but has it hurt the National Basketball Association? Things are kind of going up for the NBA, right? I mean, there's a lot of money involved in the NBA. So has it hurt the NBA? the optics may look bad, but has it hurt the NBA? Has it hurt owners' bottom line? I don't know. I don't know those answers.
NBA, no. Actually, I think they're going up in revenue. If we can look that up for us, just to fact check.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's hurt them.
But with their new CBA or their new collective bargaining agreement, I think they get 50% of TV money.
I hate the idea of super teams, though. I got to be honest with you. I do. I hate it. I don't think
so
it's
what are
good
super
for a
teams?
group of 5 teams, but if you are another team, if you're the Utah Jazz, if you're the Detroit Pistons, you're watching all these teams. You don't have to worry about a rebuild because Joique is going to call 2 of his boys, and they're just going to replace the old crew that were with the Lakers before. I just don't think that's good for the whole league. I just don't. I've always felt that way. I don't think it's good for the whole league.
So what's the super teams in the league right now?
No, the idea of the super team, starting with the conversation. Like, for example, what they did down in Miami with Bosch and Dwayne and LeBron. And then LeBron can say, well, I'm going to go to Cleveland and I'm going to win and then I'm going to turn around and go to L.A. and win. Or like what the Nets are doing. Because what I'm looking at, if I'm a Utah Jazz fan, if I'm a Detroit Piston fan, I'm going to sit back and say, none of these boys are going to get together, collude, and come to Detroit. We have to build the old-fashioned way and hope that we get ourselves, a stud draft choice, and hope that stud draft choice after a few years doesn't leave via free agency and join one of those super groups. You know what I mean? I don't think it's good for the whole of the league. I just don't.
Listen, or become that stud that everybody wants to play with.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Detroit, unfortunately, isn't that destination, and that's what's sad. And as Steve said, I mean, Brooklyn's hot. It's New York. It's the bright lights, and everybody, who doesn't want to go there? So
I'm gonna tell you right now, with everything that's going on with the super team, and have to rebuild the old way. These GMs are going to drink themselves to sleep.
We'll see.
They're going to drink themselves to sleep, Sean. They're going to drink themselves to sleep.
Little slow. 8 Mile Vodka is born in Detroit and distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow for optimal quality control and care, then carbon-filtered, aerated, bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with a smooth finish and a character all its own. This is an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Now, the next time you're out, ask your bartender for an 8 Mile Vodka or pick up a bottle at Meijer, and as always, drink responsibly. More drama. Playing the role of LeBron James in the NFL is Aaron Rodgers, and we'll get to the Aaron Rodgers soap opera next, right here on Woodward Sports. Don't you go anywhere.
Ever since Corey's been wearing this LeBron James jersey around the network, it's been falling down a lot. And really, that's it. Dan Campbell is gonna be the man for the Lions. Don't you agree, Corey? I didn't even touch you!
I really don't like how they keep trying to play my boy LeBron, even with that commercial. Come on, stop it. Come on, stop it, man. You know what, though? As much as he gets hacked, he can flop as many times as he wants to because there's no way to stop
Oh, my gosh.
him.
Why? Okay, now I've heard enough.
Wow. He gets beat up so...
On one hand, everybody talks about what a big, burly, strong... LeBron James is just this chiseled athlete. Look at him. He's so much bigger and better than Michael Jordan.
Who else is getting fouled? Who else is getting fouled by getting pulled down by the shoulders? Who else in the league is getting pulled down by their shoulders?
And then crying and losing and running away.
No one even gets the chance to pull him down by the shoulders.
What are you talking about? Crowder pulled him down by his shoulders.
They gave him. I don't know.
Did you watch the game?
Did watch the game.
Did you never see him get pulled by Crowder in this whole series?
See that picture right there? What people don't know is last rites were delivered 5 seconds after that picture was taken. They grabbed his hands, and he was in such agony, the priest came right on the course and gave him last rites. LeBron said his Hail Mary. He thought that was it.
He had to leave. They're going to do all these weightlifting and built and be strong, at least show it on the court.
Fish, that's
What do you think?
If we're going to talk about what a physical specimen he is, and he is, my man might be able to play tight end in the NBA. But if we're going to talk about how tough he is, and people do that all the time when we play the comparison game, then we also have to talk about how he dies once every 2 games. We have to talk about that. We have to have both conversations.
I mean, you got to
He's a
think,
flop.
after these long seasons getting beat up the whole season, it wears on you at the end. It wears on you.
Michael Jordan played 82 games for like 9 straight years. When's the last time you saw LeBron do that? Zoop.
That's a good point.
So you never missed a game?
Jordan never missed for like 9 straight years. He won 82 games. And then obviously played the playoffs, which is another, 15, 20, depending on how long the series go. When's the last time LeBron did that? Zoop.
Low management.
Yeah, there's no such thing as load management. Play the game.
It is such thing as low management.
No, there's not. Play the game. You're an athlete.
Low management.
Your contract says 82 games. Play all the games.
I completely forgot about that made-up term, load management.
Load management.
I completely forgot about that
term.
term.
It's so my thing. I mean, a lot of teams do it with their veterans. A lot of teams
and
do
they
it.
shouldn't.
Huh?
They shouldn't do that.
Is the goal to win games or to win a championship? I'm asking you.
The goal is to win championships.
Okay, then.
Fish,
but they're not
fairness,
hurt. If you're hurt, then I'm fine.
No.
But they're not hurt.
No.
Fish, in fairness, one of the greatest hockey players that we've seen with our own 2 eyes in this town, Nick Lidstrom, you might remember, though the term wasn't load management, do you know what they do at the end of the season?
What?
And McCarty, if you're
They
watching,
pull 'em.
you can
They
vouch
pull
for
'em.
this.
They pull him.
Send him to Florida. He went to Florida for a few days. The last couple games of the year, the Wings would have games. Nick, go get rest. You're going to be a workhorse during the playoffs. Go get rest. That happened. Yeah. That's real. That
it happens.
McCarty, if you're watching, you can vouch for that. That was Nick Lidstrom's annual trip to Florida. That happened. Yes, Arthur.
Here's my question. Let's take athlete out of the situation, right? I've had some rough shows here, right? If I was to just take my ball and go home, what would happen? I would most likely be fired. But since he's an athlete and professional, it's allowed for him to just leave. Just like the Aaron Rodgers situation. It is comparable.
No,
Before
it's
Joique
not.
says, that's not even comparable.
It's not
You're
comparable.
crying.
You're talking about a person who works in a booth versus a person that's won
Oh,
4
so we're not a
championships
team.
and 9
Okay, so you're
and
better
went
than I
to 9
am.
finals.
You're
and went
better
to
than
9
I
finals.
am because you sit up there. No, it's a team.
No. I didn't say he was better than you as a person.
No, but
I'm talking
you're
about
saying...
I'm talking about in his profession.
Play
In his
tennis or
profession,
golf
and-
if you don't want to play on a team.
Exactly. It's a different profession.
So
hey, if you go to, I don't know, what would be the finals for media? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the finals
Retirement.
Exactly. I don't. When you can go out there, you can do what because right now you get paid to talk about guys like him. I'm getting paid now for talking about LeBron. Like he walked off the court, and that's what we're talking about. We're not even talking about the game,
So
how
we should
terrible
shut-
they looked. We're not even talking about how terrible they looked as a team last night. We're talking about LeBron walking off of a court.
Okay, so we should all shut this network down because we're not all former athletes. That's deflecting.
That's not what I said.
That you
I
literally
said we
said.
get paid. I said we get paid to talk about athletes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what I'm talking about is the fact that he's quote unquote professional, yet he left his team and he's done it before. That's what.
He didn't leave his team.
He left his team. The fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Oh, we're down by 20-something points. I'm out.
No, he went back to
And
regroup.
that excuse of the diarrhea. Come on, Joique. You're deflecting.
He
You're
went to the
making
bathroom.
excuses.
He's done that more than once. It's not the first time he's left his
I know,
team.
man.
Exactly.
He had milk before the game. He tried to stick it out, but he
You're
couldn't do it.
You're bullshitting so bad. I'm so sick of you. If it's an athlete, it's okay. If it's an athlete, you can do whatever you want.
No. But what you saying? No,
Keith
what you're
Appling, another
deflecting. What you're
situation.
deflecting
Oh, he's a
is that you're
college
talking
kid.
about. What you're deflecting is that you're trying to put every athlete at the same pedestal as LeBron James, which you can't do.
Absolutely
you can't put
not.
every football player at the same pedestal as a Tom Brady. You can't do that.
I don't care if it's a
You know what I'm
rookie
saying? You
or a
can't-
person who's been in the league for 20 years.
It
You never leave your
definitely
team
makes a
behind.
huge difference.
No, but you
If you're a
never leave
rookie,
your team
come-
behind. It doesn't matter who
It don't
you
matter.
are on that
You're
team.
definitely out of there because you have.
So
you have
LeBron
no
got
proven
all of
track
his
record.
rings just by himself. Fuck his team. Who cares about his team? It was all him. He should show up and do 10 minutes, score his points, get his triple-double, and fucking leave. Who cares about the team?
What did his teammates say about it?
They're not going to stand up and say something because he's a diva. He's the best ever. Don't talk bad about LeBron. And then I'm going to say this. Using Black Lives Matter as a movement to benefit him is bullshit, too. I'm just going to say it. He did it just to please his side.
Man,
and
we're not about to get into
Absolutely.
that. You're just talking out the side of your neck.
No. Speaking facts.
No, you're not speaking facts.
Yep.
Speaking out of the side of your head.
Yep. He should just not show up anymore. I mean, why play if you're not going to score, 30, 40 points and be the best player? You have a sloppy game, just fucking leave.
Bro, he can never play again. He's still going to get $30 million for the rest of his life.
And Jordan will always be better than him because Jordan showed up and played how many games, Fish?
I think it was all 82 games for 9 straight years, I think it was.
I'm sure there was a couple flops in there, but he didn't take his ball and walk home like a bitch.
Well, back then there was no such thing as flopping.
Because they can really... kick your butt.
They would really be physical.
Yeah, it was physical back then. That's what I would say. The game was more physical back then, but that's just like comparing the NFL
just
now.
Made my point. No, the game was more physical then, and Jordan didn't punk out like a bitch.
No. It was more physical back then, but also it wasn't the same. The guys wasn't as physically strong as the guys are now. That's what I'm saying. The weight training wasn't the same back then. And so, of course, it was more physical. But as time went on, they changed the rules and regulations in the NBA.
I played, somebody texted it out.
That's backyard basketball back then.
Somebody texted it out the other day when LeBron went off against the Pistons. It was the anniversary. It was 14 years when LeBron went off in that fourth quarter in the overtimes against the Pistons. And as somebody who grew up watching the Bad Boys, LeBron would have been beheaded.
Yeah.
And you know what the 2007 Pistons did? Here you go, sir. Would you like a towel as you run through our paint, scoring point after point?
And ducking
Are
off
you hungry, sir?
Is that the game where he dunked on like 4 Pistons at
and
once?
nobody. After the first 17 times, honestly, I would have thrown an elbow at his neck. I would have. And Bill Laimbeer would have cut his legs. Isaiah Thomas would have bitten him because that guy was the smiling assassin. And so that was shocking to me. To watch them just give him free reign in their paint. And it was one of those things, you were watching the game and you knew what was happening and you felt helpless because there was nothing you could do to stop it. He just kept driving and driving and driving, and the Pistons just went, ole. It was like they were matadors. Here, ball, here, ole, and just let the ball go pass. It was disgusting. It really was one of those things. I felt like an old man watching the game because you know what I was doing? If this was the Bad Boys, they'd take his head off. Larry Bird, for goodness sake, got destroyed. And, here's this, 22-year-old kid at the time? Just free reign up and down the paint. It really did show you how different the game was. So, to your point, Joique, I'm getting you back here. It was a much more physical game. He can be as physical, imposing as he wants. He doesn't have to be if nobody's going to touch you. And he dies every other game anyway, so he's like a villain in a horror flick. Seriously, Art, when you think about it, you're a Halloween fan. He's a little bit like Michael Myers.
Hey, play that clip
He's
real quick.
died so many times, but LeBron just keeps coming back. He's incredible.
I like this
he's
kid
immortal.
right here. I like this kid right here. Play that clip real quick. It's a kid. We talked about him before. One arm. And we talked about if you think a guy like this could have an opportunity to go and play in the NBA. Now, I'm not saying that I don't see that happening, but even when guys try to take his right away, he can go left too.
Jeez. Goodness gracious, look at that.
Do you have the other clips too, Art, or just you pulled it from that one? All right, go to the next clip for us real quick. That's just that one. Okay. But he has multiple clips on his Instagram to where they try to take his right away and he can still switch back and go left. Like it's ridiculous how talented this guy is and the feats he has to defeat in order to make it to the level he's at now. And he's just continued to impress everyone, impress me. Do I see him going to the NBA? And that's far-fetched. But I would like to see him get an opportunity. I would like to see how he will play around better competition. I would like to see that. Because the competition that he's playing now on the league that he's in now is just he's doing damage.
It's phenomenal to watch.
Yeah.
It really. Those videos are just good for him.
Yeah. So
good for him.
So as we come back from break, we want to talk about Aaron Rodgers. We want to get into it. Right now, they're calling it a rumor. They think that the Packers think that Aaron Rodgers is bluffing. I think in his contract he has to be at 85%, and he's already missed 15% of the off-season workouts. But let's tap into that when we get back. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, and this is the Baligian the Bell Show.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
So, in case you missed it, Green Bay is just adamant. They are not trading Aaron Rodgers. They think that this is a bluff. Now, in case you don't know how NFL contracts work, and Joique, you know this better than I do, but let me explain it best I can. There are certain dates that are very big on the NFL calendar, and NFL calendar always begins in March. June 1 is one of those big dates. Now, how big is June 1, and why are we talking about June 1? Because if you trade Aaron Rodgers now, you can free up $16.5 million in cap space. Coincidentally, Aaron Rodgers is required to participate in 85% of the team's offseason workouts. He's already missed 15%. So the Green Bay Packers are already saving some money on Aaron Rodgers doing this, I don't even know what to call it, diva act. And they could save 16.5 more. And this is why I say diva, because at least you have to call me consistent here, Joique.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell do you want, Aaron? Do you want to be traded? Then come out and say it. The next time you do an interview with Kenny Mayne, or you're with your lovely fiance Shailene Woodley, or wherever you are, go on. You know what? Go on your IG. Everybody but me has an IG. Go on your IG.
You have one.
And hold the press conference. Hi, I'm Aaron Rodgers for Aaron Rodgers. Okay? There's a lot of misconceptions out there about what I want from the Green Bay Packers. Only one person can clarify, and it's Aaron Rodgers. I want out today. Have a great day, everybody. What's he said? Nothing!
This is said.
You're a drama queen!
I'm going to tell you this, Sean. I look at a person's actions, not his words. Actions speak louder than words where I'm from.
What do you want?
Huh?
How can I make you happy if you won't tell me what you want?
He wants to be traded. That's what he wants.
Then say it.
I'm saying it with my actions.
Walk up to me right now. Aaron, hey, Aaron, what's up? I'm one of the 7,800 owners of the Green Bay Packers. I'm the majority owner. Aaron, this is bullshit. Shit or get off the pot. What do you want? We want you here. How can we make you happy here? Oh, you want out? Okay, cool. Later. What are you doing? Be a man. Aaron, be a man. Tell them what you want. Tell them. You don't even have to tell us. With your little vague messages, be a man. Tell people what you want.
How do you know?
Anything else is drama.
My thing is this. How we know they haven't had backdoor conversations?
Hello, Easy.
Well, then Green Bay should be a man and say Aaron Rodgers has formally asked for a trade.
Easy.
Everything else is drama. This is drama right now.
It's in-house drama. So in-house drama gets handled in-house.
Aaron Rodgers has made this very public. That was Aaron Rodgers' choice. Aaron Rodgers is the guy that has done interviews talking about this. Aaron Rodgers was on ESPN just last week with Kenny Mayne. Aaron Rodgers can be a man, since he's going to dance around it. Aaron Rodgers can be a man and say, I want out. I don't think that's asking for a lot, is it? I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be an a-hole here. I don't think it's I don't know what's going on. I don't. I'll be the first guy to admit it. But if you keep dancing this dance, don't get mad at me when I call you a drama queen.
Yeah, we'll know today.
Don't get mad at me, because you're being a drama queen.
We'll know today.
You think so?
Yeah, we'll know today. I mean, if they don't trade him today, then it's too late.
What do you think, Fish? Somebody said, Fish, your mic was live. So obviously you were making some. Is he being a drama queen right now?
Yeah, he's being a bit of a drama queen. Yeah. I mean, if he wants to get traded, just say.
I think once
trade
you
him.
bring it
But-
public, it should be held inside. I agree with you. There's crap that shouldn't. Aaron Rodgers brought it public.
Yeah, I wonder when that deadline is up to where they can save that $16.5 million.
I like what Chef Dave said here. In-house becomes out-house real quickly when the public knows. He opened up the hen house. That was Aaron Rodgers. I didn't
He
do
opened up
that.
that can of worms.
Yeah, right. It's just don't.
Wanna open up that
You're
can of
being
worms.
so now. It makes me think that you're being a drama queen. I gotta be honest with you. Now it makes me think you're being a drama queen.
At this point, they need to have a sit down. And as the owner, if this is my number one player, this is my prime player, I'm doing everything to make sure he's included and feels loved here, and feels accepted, and also I want to make sure that the moves that I make here, I want to make sure if it's at your position, at least I want to talk to you about it, at least. Yeah, he's telling you I want to be traded.
That's what I think too.
He's telling you.
I wish he'd come out and say it.
Yeah.
I want out. I've told you this. I don't know if I'd be a good general manager or a bad general manager in this regard. Joique, if you came to me and said I want out, I would do everything I could to make you stay because you helped my team. But if I got to the point where you're like, nope, dude, you got to trade me.
I'm gonna get to that point though, Sean.
But I do my.
It's a professional courtesy.
No, but I do my best to trade you. I would. I wouldn't want you here. Joique, I like you as a guy. You don't want to be here. But I want you to know, I'm not just going to trade you to trade you. It's got to be a good deal for me, but I'm going to do my best to make you happy as long as it makes my franchise
I tell you
happy.
this: when both parties can walk away from the table unhappy, that's a good deal. When both parties can walk away from the
Really?
table, yeah, it's
That's
a good deal.
good logic. That's actually good logic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's good logic.
Yeah. Put that down.
That's funny. I never heard that one. That's a good line.
Okay. Look at.
No, you know what? That's a good. I'm going to have to use that line.
Yes.
I'm going to use that
Yeah,
line.
please use it. Put that quote up across so everybody can see.
No, I'm going to use it.
never-
I'm going to use it in my personal life. Seriously. That's.
Thank you, Sean.
Think about that. No, I want you guys to take a moment. Art. When both parties walk away from the negotiation table unhappy, you know that's a good deal.
In my life, both of us need to be unhappy.
Good business deal. We both gave up something to get something we wanted. So, yeah.
Deborah said,
lose-lose
Sean,
turns
you would
into
be
a
a loud
win-win.
GM. Yeah.
A lose-lose is a win-win.
I still don't understand though why he's made it blatantly clear I want out. Then go.
Here's the problem that I have. Art, this is the problem I have. Verbalize it. Say it. I want out.
But why do you
Don't
think he's
tap
afraid
dance
to?
around the fire. Jump right into the fire.
But here's my question: why do you think he's afraid to?
I don't know. And as Steve said, the Packers don't have. Aaron's got all the levers right now. There's no doubt about that. And that's what makes me say, if he has the leverage, it's drama. It is. He's using this leverage
He has
as well. He should, but
player
it's drama.
empowerment. Player empowerment.
Player empowerment.
That's what it is.
Maybe he just needs more load management.
He did. And then when they saw losing, he came back in the game. I remember that.
All right, when we come back, they have more lyrics for me. I saw these lyrics, and I feel uncomfortable even saying these lyrics. I'll just leave it at that. Kennedy came up with this bit like every Wednesday. You guys have probably noticed this. I'm very incredibly unhip.
You're hip.
And so there are these like slang lyrics that come up, and I think I figured this one out though, but it's dirty. Yeah. At least my interpretation of these lyrics is dirty.
And I want to show you guys as well when we come back how some of our biggest fears are happening right in front of our eyes. Stay tuned. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
You can't let that go. You cannot. No, there's no
Gotta
way.
move on.
Yeah.
You cannot say something like that during the break. Can you do an Aaron Rodgers and tap dance around it, like what you just told
I'll
us?
tap dance around it. So the thing is, and I didn't want to start this. I made the comparison earlier when we were talking about LeBron James that if I was to leave and abandon my team, I'd still have a gig, right? The answer should be no. So then Easy chimes in. And he says comparing LeBron to being a producer on a show is not a comparison. And I threw a jab at him because that's what we do here. And he also said that my replacement is right behind me. Sawyer's not my replacement. I'm training Sawyer just like I trained Easy. And Easy's not going to be on the hook anymore.
Who did a fantastic job, by the way.
So listen, if we want to go down that road, we can. But to keep in that, I mean, I don't get it. P.S. Daddy ain't get kicked off of shit. He's moving on to the greater good. Good for you. I'm happy for you, Easy. I'm just saying, if you want to run your mouth in the chat, I'm gonna call you out. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Yeah. Oh shit.
We don't have enough time.
No, do we have to get like Team Art and Team Easy shirts?
No, I'm once again playing mediator, like I always do. I'm trying to simmer the fire in the chat.
It's not fire.
They make it hard for me, though. You all do.
We want fire. We want that. We want the gorilla.
I knew it was coming. The
You saw it
gorilla.
coming.
I know.
You saw it.
I know.
You know, and another thing real quick. If you ever cut me off when I'm going to commercial.
God. You know what you should do? You know what you should do?
We talk about
Please
drama
make
queens.
the
We talk about
outro
drama
longer.
queens.
Why don't you tell us what you had for breakfast before we go to break?
You know what's funny? We talk about we talk about LeBron. We talk about LeBron walking off on his team 5 minutes, and I'm getting cut off 5 seconds before the break. I'm trying to do my job here with my team, and they won't let me. Am I right? Am I right?
Yep. You're the athlete. You're always right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is this like seriously? An Easy came in the room. Is this like this Twilight saga? Is there like a Team Edward, a Team
I
Art?
told him he
No,
wants a
Jacob.
kiss on the mouth. We can
Team
kiss on the
Jacob,
mouth
Team
and be
Edward.
done with it.
So
But
that
he
would be
wants to,
that would
you know-
be Team Jacob, and that would be Team Edward because he's so pale like Edward.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just Jacob a little bit more in shape. That's all.
All right. So what's going on? Can I-
Round is a shape.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying.
Hey, get on
I
camera,
guess mine
genius.
is
Sit
the
on the couch.
The casting couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sit on the couch.
Art, did you just say, "Hey, get on camera, genius"?
I said, "Hey, genius, get on camera."
I thought it was next to Kitty, so I was on camera.
Art is just
What I was
Art's a
saying.
jerk. He's just a jerk, right? Art.
How is this is a long? I
Genius,
tried
get
getting
on the-
him on my
Genius,
show.
get on the camera.
I'm just saying.
We played catch the other day, and my buddy Mike texted me. Smoke Show Mike texted me last night, and he goes, "Dude, I have watched that video probably 100 times, and I cannot stop laughing at how happy Art is when you throw the football to him." We just thought that this would be a good week for Art because he had a dream come true. Right?
I'm having a good week. How is me not defending myself saying I'm having a bad week? Easy, go ahead. Go ahead.
See, Chef Dave is having an issue right now. He said this is a tough one for me. I like both these guys.
You can like both.
No, I'm making a point, right? You're comparing yourself to LeBron James, who in your rookie year producing. Like you haven't completed a full year being in the booth. This guy has been at the peak of the NBA, MVP, 4 championships. It's not a comparison. You literally have and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you literally have like a guy who can do your job standing behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the same you comparing to LeBron. The other thing too with LeBron, you're down 30, you still have a chance in the series. Hell yeah, I'm gonna walk off the court and just stay healthy. Hey, we got it next time. You ain't come back in 5 minutes. You ain't come back in 5 minutes.
Everything you said except that last part. Except that last part. Now, because I'm a LeBron fan, right?
Yeah.
Now, do I think he should have left? It's a bad look he did that, right?
For sure.
But at the same time, what he saw in that court, he was so disgusted with it.
Oh yeah.
He was so disgusted with how the team was playing collectively. As it was no cohesiveness. And the thing is, whenever he doesn't have Anthony Davis, it's not the same Lakers. Whenever Anthony Davis is playing, they don't have LeBron, it's not the same team. It's not. It's not. Like I said earlier in the show, LeBron is 1-7 without Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is 1-10 without LeBron. And so they both need to be on the court to complement one another because right now, when he's not in the game, all the attention's on LeBron. You can't do that when Anthony Davis is in the game. You have to pick your poison, right?
Facts.
And so
I don't know if you know this. You can sit on the bench and stay healthy.
But he had to go to the bathroom. I told you.
Is that really what happened?
I
Is that what came out in the bathroom?
He has the bubbles.
Easy, don't listen to
He has
him.
the bubbles.
Easy, don't listen to him.
They gave him some Pepto-Bismol or
He
whatever.
ate that hot chip.
Hey,
He ate the hot chip, yeah.
You know what you can do? And Steve said, and live to play Game 6. I don't know if you know this. All right? Breaking news. Woodward, Sean Baligian from Woodward Sports here. Breaking news. You can sit on the bench for the entire game and play in Game 6.
Let me give you
Let's
another
throw it
example.
back to Baligian and Bell.
Let me give you another example.
Quit making excuses for a fucking drama queen.
It's not an excuse. This is what happened.
Gosh, she's a drama queen.
It's not
Let's
an
all
excuse. It's
move
what
on.
happened.
He's a
It's
drama
what
queen.
happened.
I can say that.
So can I get my?
Sorry, guys.
Go ahead. So
No,
we're
those guys
comparing
were looking at
rookies to veterans, whatever bullshit
Yes.
Easy was saying.
To MVPs
Listen,
and champions.
Well, yeah, and if you want to make it personal, we can because last
We're not
time I
making
checked,
it personal.
No,
No, I'm
it is
just.
personal.
It's a work.
It is.
You're talking about the team, your value
No,
on
the
this
camera's
team.
not on you anymore, Easy.
To
So
his
here's
value
the,
now.
I actually run a show here. Here's the difference: is that regardless of whoever is on the team and whoever is, the greatest of all time or the worst, you fucking left your team. You left your team,
So you
and
tell
I'm
me
not
other
a
great
snake.
players
I
ever
don't
done
leave
that?
my team. I don't leave my team.
Hey.
I stick with my team through thick and thin.
Hey, so hold on. So let's would you rather him stay there
Yep.
and cuss his teammates out on the
Yep.
sideline in front of everybody and disrespect? Like, no. If I can't control and listen, my mother always taught me, if you can't control your emotions in a certain room, leave the room. He couldn't control his emotions, so he left the room for a second.
I should never be in this room.
You and me both. You and me both.
Leave the room. You can't control.
No,
leave the
because
room.
I'm not going to quit on my team. Unlike a
That's not him
professional
quit.
fucking
That's not
athlete.
him going in the room and say, you know what, F y'all, I quit. It's like, let me get some fresh air.
Breathe
I'll come
after
right
the
back.
fucking quarter is over. You're a professional. You're the
Game's
greatest of all
over.
time, and you
Game's
bitch
over.
out
I
and
call it
leave.
quitting on your team. So
Aren't we a lot like
I don't call that
seriously?
quitting on your
This is
team.
again. I'm gonna say it again.
It's just a bad look.
This is thank you.
It's
This
a
is
bad
how
look.
crazy we as a society are.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad
Correct.
look. That's all.
Period.
I didn't
That's
say.
it.
I didn't say it was. I said he had to go to the bathroom. But him walking off the court at that particular time is a bad look. But he had to go to the bathroom now. Can't help that.
High
Yeah,
fish.
the boo boo.
So LeBron James went from Cleveland to the Heat.
No, it's LeBron,
right?
not LeBron. It's LeBron.
Okay, LeBron went from Cleveland to the Heat, right? Where he took Chris Bosh with him from Toronto at the time to Miami. Dwayne Wade was already there,
Yeah.
right? He then goes back to Cleveland
Wins there.
with
But he went to
Kevin Love and Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
He then goes to Los Angeles to recruit Anthony Davis, right? Which is fine. But then when Kevin Durant does the same thing with the Warriors and Nets, he bitches about them and says, "Oh, why are they doing the same thing?
No, that's
it was
not what he's
supposed to be
doing.
me."
That's-
He
that's
did
not-
the exact same thing.
Hey, but
No.
He did the same thing, and then he goes and whines about why the Nets are so
it's
good.
funny you said that about Kevin Durant because when LeBron went to these certain teams, wasn't Kevin Durant the first person to come out? Yeah, all these players going to all these teams with these other players. Did Kevin Hart come out? Not Kevin Hart, but did Kevin Durant come out and say the same thing?
There's a height difference there.
He may have done it once. LeBron did it way more.
How he did it once?
Can I go
He
back
did
to
it first.
Can
He
I
did
go
it
back
first.
to the very first thing that I said? Because Easy came in the studio and proved my point. The people on
But
Facebook
what I'm
and here's my point.
Kevin Durant was on a super team.
LeBron wins. LeBron wins. Don't tell me he didn't know exactly what he was doing last night.
Yeah, so you got to say
Everybody's
LeBron James was
talking
on a
about
super
LeBron.
team then.
He won.
Okay, you're right. But
LeBron won.
Kevin Durant was
He
on the
knew
super
what he
team
was
in
doing.
Oklahoma. It was him, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and then you also had Ibaka.
Regardless.
You had Ibaka. So how that's not a super team?
Joique, we're
didn't
talking
win
about so
anything.
many different things.
It's still a super team.
Oh my God, Jesus.
So the super team.
Okay, well, they didn't win anything.
Exactly.
LeBron did the same thing
And won.
and won.
With lesser players.
Okay,
Ron's
not
a
lesser
method
players,
actor.
the same talent as the Thunder.
He's a method
No,
actor. He's
he
preparing for
didn't
Space
have the
Jam
same.
2.
He had two players.
He had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh,
And Chris
Ray
Bosh wasn't
Allen,
an-
who saved
Chris
his
Bosh was
ass.
okay.
Who saved his ass in that Game 7 by hitting that shot to go to overtime. Remember that?
Oh, he
It
had
was
one
Game
shot.
6 against the
He
Spurs.
had one shot. Chris
One
Bosh wasn't an
memorable
all-star.
shot.
He was a good player, but he wasn't an all-star.
Kyrie Irving hit the 3 in 2016.
Timeout. This is not the point that we're having. The point is, LeBron bitched out and walked off before the game was over. That makes him a coward. Sorry.
That's so. You telling me no other player in the history of
It
sports has
doesn't
ever
matter.
done that?
He's making the argument too. Rookie starter, greatest of all time. You left your team during a playoff game. Oh, we're down 26.
That was over.
Hey, you know what? Today's been a rough show. I'm just gonna leave. No, you fucking push through. That's why you're a professional.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not telling you it wasn't a bad look, but I'm just telling you, don't ever compare LeBron walking out to a producer walking out on the show.
Oh no, this isn't the same team. Trust me. There's 2 All-Stars here. That's it.
I really take offense at that. Okay, you and Kennedy are not the only 2 people
Stop
here.
it.
Okay, Art.
All right.
You and Kennedy are not the only 2 people. I take great offense at that. No, I feel more sorry for Fish right now.
Oh no, I was talking about fishing myself. Sorry, Kennedy.
Hey, Kennedy.
All right, so do you want me to get with
here.
these lyrics?
Yes, please.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you the guy that we're doing lyrics about. His name is Mr. Young Gravy. This is what he looks
Mr.
like.
what?
Oh, it's Young Gravy, but I figured adding a Mr. would make it a little bit funnier.
Is he from Holly?
Straight out of Holly, Michigan,
outta Holly.
with the Goodwill cheater print. And the fake Dolce & Gabbana glasses. So this is Young Gravy.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
That's a thing.
He's like Macklemore Light.
I was going to take you to the thrift shop.
So
honestly, it looks like thrift shop guy. That man clearly looks like he's going to pop some tabs.
Tags, not tabs. Kennedy, explain the Young Gravy to Sean, please.
He's a rapper, but he's kind of like a funny rapper. Like his songs are like jokes, but they're also serious. I don't know. He's kind of hard to.
He's like a Will Smith.
Yeah, like a little Dicky kind of, white boy rapper, just trying to be funny. I like his music. I think it's hilarious.
Okay. I never heard these either.
So Sean, if you could do the honors.
Can you what?
You gotta read them word for word.
Is he Mr. Clean? Or, the name of the song is Mr. Clean?
The name of the song is Mr.
Because if I'm Mr. Clean, I'll go all Mr. Clean at you.
Mr. Clean.
Get one of the ladies in here, shave my head. I'll go Mr. Clean right now.
You won't.
Oh,
No, you
yes,
won't.
I
You
will.
won't
I've done
do
it
it.
before. I've been bald before. I'll do it again.
Hey, that was for
You think I'm afraid?
that was for a movie that you didn't
You're
even
right.
like.
I did it.
I'm calling
I
you
had
out.
to do it twice too.
For a movie you didn't like.
I didn't know that my hair would grow back. I
You
gotta
will
be
not
honest with
shave
you.
your head live on camera right now. I'm calling you out. Don't say what you're not going to do.
All right.
He
so
already
listen,
said it. He said it.
I know.
Like me with the chip. You said it already.
Mr.
Go
Clean.
grab it. Like me with the chip. You said it already.
Mr. Clean is the song Young Gravy. Do you know how happy Mr. and Mrs. Gravy must be when Young was born? You know, we didn't think that our son Young would turn into something.
His dad.
But show his picture again.
Okay.
If I'm his parents, I'm so proud of him. Bring that picture up, will you, Art? Isn't that what every parent hopes for?
He looks like a Saved by the Bell reject.
That like he grows up to
No,
be a
he
mix
look like a
between
Saved by the Bell
Liberace
reboot.
and Macklemore.
A reboot
and he's
Screech.
gonna pop some tabs.
No, tag.
And he's got $20 in his pocket.
Ooh, someone's a lyricist.
Go ahead.
What was it? Pop some what?
I popped some tags.
Tags.
Tags. T-A-G-S.
That's what I said. What did you think I said?
I thought you said tabs.
No, I said. Oh, I did. All right.
Thank you. Jesus.
Go ahead.
All right. Are you ready?
We ready. We ain't know
If
you.
you have sensitive ears, I'm just warning you right now. Wow. I probably dropped 4 F-bombs this show, so I guess that's out the window.
All right.
Okay, ready? Here are the lyrics.
Hold on. He's going to say this with so much emphasis because he's been wanting to say it. Go
All
ahead.
right, you ready?
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm
I
at the
told you.
bakery. Them donuts getting glazed. Stay with 3 hoes like it's the holidays. Boy, is this guy good.
Yeah.
Oh, Young Gravy, stop. Stuck to your bread, you think I'm mayonnaise. Ho, ho, ho.
Stuck to the bread. You think
Fight
I'm-
me. I want to fight you, Young Gravy. I am challenging you to a fight.
Just ask.
You're young, I'm old, I'll kick your ass sideways. How's that, you
Hey.
poser?
Hey, yo. L-Town.
Do they still say
L.
poser? Is poser still a word?
Imposter.
All right, so you want me to go...
Yeah, read it straight through without stopping.
Okay, bitch, I'm at the bakery. Them donuts getting glazed. Stay with 3 hoes like it's the holidays. Stuck to the bread, you would think I'm mayonnaise.
You get that? Ho, ho, ho? Like the holidays? Sorry.
This is terrible. All right, so
hilarious.
this one. If I'm at the bakery and them donuts are getting glazed, I think I'm doing my business on a female's chest.
This is the greatest bit ever. What was it again, Sean? What did you say?
I'm doing my business on a female's chest.
Like, what's
Am I
your
right?
business? Like what type of profession?
I'm finishing.
Finishing a steak?
Oh, don't do him like that.
I'm finishing on a female's chest. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're
Stay
glazing
with
the
three
donuts.
hoes like it's the holidays. Like he is into menage a trois.
Well, that's
He's
that's
having a
actually
threesome.
four. No, it's a foursome because it's three. It's three.
All
of
right,
them.
he's into menage a quatre.
Yeah.
Kennedy, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Killing it today.
Stuck to the bread, you think I'm mayonnaise. So he made a
Salad.
sandwich with one girl on top and one
See,
girl
this
on
is
the
where
bottom.
you're wrong.
All right, so this is where you are. So stuck to the bread is money. So I'm stuck to the money. You'll think I'm mayonnaise. And I'm just
Bread is money.
The bread is money. Get to the
Oh, like
bag.
meatloaf, I got 2 out of 3. That ain't
Yeah.
bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, baby.
We'll take 2 for 3.
You said like meatloaf.
I got the first. I got the bitch. I'm at the bakery. I got. The,
Yeah.
I got that bitch at the
line right.
bakery.
Then I got the 3 hoes.
Hey,
well,
yo, say it. Give me that first line. Give me that first.
bitch,
line.
I'm at the bakery. Them donuts getting glazed.
Hey, can you say hi? I'm Sean Baligian.
And I approve this
All right,
message.
hold on. Hi, I'm Sean Baligian. Bitch, I'm at the bakery. Them donuts getting glazed. In my generation, they had the Dunkin' Donuts guy. Time to make your donuts.
Oh my God. What are we doing here? Give me the clip for the
Stuck to the bread, you would think I'm mayonnaise is he has money, but the women want his mayonnaise?
No.
No. They want his money. No, so cause you put mayonnaise on bread, so I'm
And it
stuck
sticks.
to and it sticks.
Oh, so the women.
No, nothing
bread.
about
The
women.
bread.
Young Gravy is stuck to his money.
He said, "I'm stuck to the bread. You'll think I'm mayonnaise." So he's stuck to the bread, like he's stuck to.
He's committed to making money.
Right, exactly.
Hey,
Young
Sean,
Gravy, you are so talented.
Sean, if
He's
you
a lyrical
are some Young
genius.
Gravy.
Don't.
Like your older brother Gravy, he didn't have it. Middle brother Gravy, you knew right away it wasn't going to happen. He was the second child anyway. But Young Gravy, I think everybody knew you were going to be a star. Is this guy popular? Is
Oh,
like
he's super
Kennedy, is this
popular.
like a thing?
Yeah.
Is Young Gravy like? Is he like?
Yeah, I would say it's mostly college kids that listen to him. Probably.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean,
It gotta
but
be.
If you were Young Gravy and you had some donuts, I can't. Never mind.
I'd glaze them.
Where would you glaze them at?
I would finish on their donuts. I don't.
Man, we
See,
gotta-
when I was a kid, we had groups like the Beatles and Queen. But you kids today get all the talent. Young Gravy? How do you compare Lennon McCartney and Young Gravy? Oh, I don't know. Stay with 3 hoes. It's like the holidays. That blows yesterday away or anything else that the Beatles did. Shit.
Would you
You're
rather
awful,
listen to
Young Gravy?
Eleanor Rigby or Mr. Clean?
Hey, can we get a stylist in here with some clippers?
Yeah, Sean, you.
And we have a plug. We have an outlet for the.
Is Young Gravy from Detroit?
No.
No, he's from Holly.
He would never.
He's from where art is from.
No, he's not.
No,
from
you're playing a
Holly.
joke on me.
They're like neighbors.
Where's Young Gravy from?
I'm looking it up right now.
Do you know?
Yeah, he's
Because
from.
I was going to say, if he was a Detroit rapper,
He's
you
from
know where Woodward is.
Rochester- Rochester,
Come right
Minnesota.
down Woodward. I'll fight you on the street corner today, you loser.
Why you want to fight him?
Look at him.
But why?
You know what? His life would be better if somebody
for
whooped him.
Sean earlier in the show,
If
said, I
somebody
hate no
whooped him.
one. I hate no one, and some people I don't
No,
work with.
I don't hate
them.
him. You know what? I feel sorry
don't
for
want-
him.
That's why you're gonna beat his. That's why you're gonna beat his butt.
Because you know what? His life would probably improve if he took a beating. Did your life improve? Some of the messages that Dad
No.
sent you?
Sorry.
My life got better.
I still have
He'd look at me and he'd go, you
I'll
know,
tell you
Mr.
this.
Baligian, I want to thank you for beating
think
the
I
sense
wanted-
out of me.
I'll tell you.
Somebody forgot to tell me to take a look at myself and what I've done with my life, and now I'm ready to be an actual contributing member to society.
Do you want to know where he's from or not?
Yes.
He's from the mean streets of Rochester, Minnesota.
Oh, holy crap. Oh.
Is that the
Hey, Young
sister?
Gravy, I take back everything that I said. You're from Rochester, Minnesota. You know Hood.
Hey, it gets dangerous over there, though. It gets dangerous.
Yeah, those snowstorms. Fight me.
Yeah.
I'm like Winston Churchill. You can fight me in the air. You can fight me on the
Sean.
beach. You can fight me in the villages.
Sean,
I'll never
fighting you
stop
will put-
fighting.
Fighting Sean will
Look
put fear
at
in my
him.
heart. Sean, fighting
He
you will put fear
needs
in my
a
heart,
beating.
Sean. You know what's funny though? We talk about fighting people and putting fear in other people's hearts. You know what put fear in my heart? And what was that? What did I tell you, Sean?
Taking money away?
No. What's one of my fears? Going out to my car.
Tigers.
Huh? No. Going out to my car.
Tigers.
I'm not afraid of tigers. I'm just saying going out
to your car and there's a tiger.
and opening up my garage as I'm getting in the car. I'm unplugging my car, getting in the car, and opening up my garage. And then when I open it, it's just a tiger or a lion just sitting right there. Play the clip. Residents report tiger sighting near Dearborn Trails. Right before our eyes, I'm telling you, I'm speaking into existence. I'm gonna open it up one day, and y'all gonna hear about it on the news that Joique had to kill a lion with a tiger with his bare hands.
That lion would mess you up. I'm just being honest.
I am a lion. My birthday is
No,
Leo.
I thought you were a gorilla. You're switching animals now. You can't do that.
My zodiac sign is
By
Leo.
the way, can we flash to art again? I can just see
I
that
got
guy.
that gorilla- I got that gorilla
I put
mentality.
that other guy on my payroll as well.
Caesar?
Those
Caesar.
are my two
Hey,
assassins.
No.
Standing behind
Caesar,
art.
come up here for a second.
Yeah,
I just
real
need you to
quick.
stand
Caesar
behind me.
works for the network.
Caesar, come
Yeah, guess what, dude?
This is my security right
How
here.
much money do I need to pay you to become
Hey.
part of my security staff, man?
And so when I play,
You two?
Hey, go out to the widescreen real quick. Widescreen. This is widescreen.
I'm zooming out for you, princess.
This is security right here from me. So you guys want to talk to me or get to me, I got to go through Caesar, man.
That's why when Young Gravy shows up here and goes, "Where's the old dude that wants to fight me?" I'm just going to point to my security staff.
So if you guys
and
want to
they're
know
gonna
anything,
beat the piss out of Young Gravy.
Listen, guys, if you guys want to know anything about sneakers, the biggest sneakerhead in the city right here.
I'm lightweight.
You lightweight?
I'm lightweight.
This guy is so lightweight that Jordan sends him a pair of J's once a month.
Look at those shoes, though, for real.
Once a month. They send him, hey, just talk about our shoe on your show. Just talk about it.
For real, look at
That's
that.
how lightweight he is. Ain't
That's-
nothing about Caesar lightweight.
That's a nice looking shoe.
You see,
I appreciate it.
Let's see the shoes.
Let's
Put
see the
the
shoe.
shoes on camera. Come
No.
on.
put the shoe on camera. Put the shoe, set the shoe right
Just
here.
put the shoe up
Set-
there.
No.
Come on.
Hey, set the shoe
Caesar,
right
You
here.
don't tell my security what to do.
No, this is my security. You got
Okay.
security. You got Sawyer.
All right.
You got Sawyer.
He got that NFL.
Sawyer, come on. Come on back here.
Just
That
make
money
it a whole
long gone.
thing.
That's an investment. Long gone.
So, yeah, come on. Bring it, Young Gravy. And then I'll be that guy. If Young Gravy shows up, I'm going to go, boys, get him. And I'm going to hide behind him under the table. Where's Sean go? Sean's out here. Sean's out here. I'm going to be hiding. These are the boys that are going to take care of me.
I'm saying Sawyer look like he works at Bookies downtown.
My man. Look at my man. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's going to kill livestock today with his bare hands.
All right, Caesar. Take care now.
Nice to see you, man. Be well.
Hey, does Caesar live in this?
What's
Does
that?
Caesar live here in this palace?
What?
That was bad. That was so dumb.
Does Caesar
That was such a bad
you ever seen Hangover?
Boo this
When-
man.
Oh, yeah.
Does Caesar live here in this?
By the way, did you watch any of that Mike Tyson show the last couple nights?
No, I didn't.
I taped it. That's some crazy shit, man.
What happened?
Like, people forget how nuts Tyson was when he was
Oh, he
younger.
was.
He was nuts.
He said, I remember one thing when he said, I want to eat his children.
Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, that was the famous.
I'm ferocious.
I
I'm ferocious.
love-
I
love.
want to take your soul. I want to eat his children.
I don't know if you guys. I love things like that. Like I love the 30 for 30, like the Jordan show last year and the Lance Armstrong. I love things like that.
Yeah.
So it's funny that like my son wants to do things like that, and he wants to do film and documentaries and stuff like that, and it's hysterical. So he's like legitimately going out to LA in a few weeks.
I can't wait for them to do a 30 for 30 on art because he's on that LeBron level. I can't wait.
Oh God, sucking easy
And I
off.
love doing the voice
Sucking
stuff.
easy
So I
off.
said to my son, if you ever need somebody to do some voiceovers, I won't charge you that much. But are you kidding me? I love that stuff. Are you? I could sit there. You give me a sports doc like seriously, that Mike Tyson thing.
Yeah.
Watch that because they're dumb. They put it on at night when playoff games are on. I'm not gonna watch it. They're playoff games on.
All right.
So what I do is I go back like yesterday afternoon. I had to drop my daughter off at the high school for a few things, and I came back and watched that, and I was glued to it. You know, people forget like the rape case and everything. There was some serious
Married
crap.
to who was he married to? That actress.
Robin Gibbons.
Robin Gibbons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Good stuff. All right. Are we done yet with this misery?
No.
It's
Oh,
time
we
for a
got
break.
another segment?
11 more minutes.
Oh, can't wait.
All
Glad
right.
you could join us, Woodward Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. Ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
Just like that.
Can I ask
Just
you?
like that.
Can I
Kenny-
ask you guys a question? And I really, this is, something happened during the break, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, okay? But evidently, there are some islands here at Woodward Sports.
Yeah, I thought we was all one big family.
I thought we were all one United States of
Yeah.
Woodward Sports.
I thought so too.
But
I even wore the socks to
evidently,
prove it.
that's not the case.
I even wore the socks to prove it. I
And
thought we.
you know what I try to do? I got to be honest with you. I'm not
stars.
batting 1,000. I'm not batting 1,000, but I try to retweet every time another show comes out.
Yeah.
Now, there have been times where I was barbecuing and I forgot, or I was napping and I forgot, but they're few and far between.
Yeah.
Really, they're few and far between where I don't retweet what the other shows are doing.
Exactly.
But evidently, there is a lot of dissension amongst the ranks, which is just going to lead to me leaving even sooner than you all thought I was. I mean, it's just going to be, it's that simple. But Kennedy, you're telling me right now, like, Kennedy.
Say with your
I've
chest,
never
Kennedy.
heard Kennedy do this before.
I never heard it either.
Kennedy turned into alpha male.
No. You know what she turned into? She turned into a gorilla.
She did!
She turned into
You're
that gorilla.
right!
Do it now.
That was your gorilla moment.
It was.
Before
You did it!
And then we said, turn the mic on. I told her, I want to hear what the same tenacity you said it off air. I want it on the show.
Before Kennedy speaks, she needs to realize that anything she says during the breaks goes on the air.
Yeah, you got to learn that.
So if anyone says anything off the break, we're talking about it after the break.
See, that's
Just
not
let
how
everyone know.
producing
Can I call a
works
timeout
at
really
most
quickly?
places, I'll have you
Let
know.
me call a timeout. Tammy brings up a great point. Are the Wings going to get screwed again with the draft pick? I say no because the law of averages dictates it. And I'm basing that on no logic other than the law of averages, so I think the Wings will have a high draft pick. Kennedy, please repeat what you said during the break, because now not only am I going to obey you because you literally put your fist down and did the gorilla, but I can't sell that either. But is there a backstory?
Say with your chest, Kennedy.
Can you repeat it, please?
Said
Be
it during
brave.
the break. You got to say it live.
I said that we need to stop saying other people's name on this show that are not in this room right now.
That's how you said it?
No.
Because I'm sick of them interrupting the show.
You're right.
We have prep, we have stuff
You're
that
right.
we need to get done every day, and then we bring up Mikey TikTok, Easy, whoever, and they come and they interrupt, and it's annoying me, and they're always trying to sit behind me. They don't sit down. They ruin all the cameras.
They want to be a
I'm
part of
over
greatness.
it. And
Yes,
they want to soak up our clout.
Yes, ma'am.
They clout chasing.
No more.
They're clout chasing. Don't let it happen
Yes, ma'am.
anymore.
No more.
I obey.
We will not bring up anybody but on this show. Right, Kennedy?
Right, unless there is a segment where it would be necessary and they have something of substance to add that's not just them.
I didn't know the backstory. No, you're right. Now, can I
Being
use
here.
an example without you? Can I say, hey, don't forget the hook is coming up at
Of
3 o'clock?
course.
That's a whole show
all right.
promotion.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if people decide to call in? I'm just about to say, sorry, you're not part of the Baligian Bell Show. Fuck
No,
off.
no. Callers are allowed.
No, but callers from this network.
No, see,
No, tell them to go away.
Case closed. Kennedy stepped up being a producer.
That's what you've been going.
You
did it. You got it
You know
out
what
there.
it is, though?
Adam
But-
tells
but
me
with her
every day to be a bigger
with her
bitch,
saying
and
that-
here it is.
But with her saying
Amen.
that, today is the first time we got through the entire script.
I know.
No,
for-
don't clap for him. That's supposed to be expected. You'll
True.
get a cookie tomorrow, Joy.
True.
You'll get a cookie tomorrow.
You get your greenies today.
Look at
You
that,
might
look at that.
get your
and they get upset. They get
pepperoni
upset.
tomorrow.
And people get
Pepperoni.
upset when LeBron said, "Give me my respect."
No, you switch
Give me my
sides.
respect.
You switch sides, Joique, during commercial break. It's fine. You showed your true colors.
How did I switch sides? What are you talking
You
about?
know what you said. The whole reason why this conversation got brought up. That's okay.
Because I said
That's
what?
your boy.
What did I say?
Nah, you switch
No,
sides
Art,
like a
man,
gang.
Art, man, listen, Art.
You switch sides like a
always
gang.
gonna be my guy, Art. You always gonna be my guy. Now, if you sit here and you say, I'm not your guy, let me know now so I can know how to act throughout the rest of this year.
You want to be my guy?
No, I just said that. Am I
Show
your
up
guy?
at
Yes or no?
10:15, you'll be
Yes
my
or no?
guy.
Yes or no?
No! Show
Okay,
up at
cool.
10:15 and be my guy.
Okay, cool.
You only use me. You
Okay.
use me. That's
That's
it.
cool.
It's a using relationship. What
you know,
do I
it's
get out
fine.
of you other than
You
heartache?
know what? It's fine, Art. You know
What do
what,
I get
Artemis
other
is
than
cool.
heartache?
You know,
I gotta
sit
raise
back
my
there.
hand.
You gotta raise your
Speak
hand.
when spoken to.
You gotta raise your hand
If
when
it
you talk
wasn't
to me
for
from here on
Kennedy and
out.
I-
You gotta raise your hand. I've been letting you slide today. We're talking out and not
Oh.
raising your hand. I've been letting you slide.
Call me the P word. I dare you.
Huh?
Call me the P word. I dare you.
What, a punk?
No, the other P word.
What?
No.
Because you're saying, I know it's about to drop. You're saying, I'll let you slide. I'll let you slide.
No, I wasn't about to
it
call you
rhymes
out.
The
with
non-athlete button pusher's not allowed to
I
have an
won't
opinion.
call you a punk or a pussy. Because you said that hurt your feelings.
You know what the best thing is? The whole
So
time
we talk
you
about
guys
LeBron
were yelling
crying.
at
It's
each
not
other.
about feelings. It's about respect. And there's a
the
lack
whole
of
time
respect.
the whole time you guys were arguing with each other, I was watching Sawyer behind you. Sawyer has this look on his face that screams, "I am going to break somebody's neck real soon." Look at that. Did you look at that?
Who trained you, Sawyer?
He does. Like somebody's neck's going to be broken. It might be one of the bovine. It might be, but somebody's neck. It might be the wolf that comes after his bovine.
Are you
but
watching this
somebody's
fight?
neck's going to be broken.
Speaking of breaking somebody's neck, are you going to watch this Tyrone Woodley and Jake Paul fight? Are you going to watch that?
That was nice. That was good. That was good.
You did it.
Yeah.
I have to give him congratulations. You did it. You got it all in. No, but I really want him to lose very badly. I'm not. I'm rooting against him hard.
Is this the guy that's going to do it though?
I don't know. You tell me.
You saying who? I mean, he lost his
You
last
tell
four
me,
fights.
is
he lost his last four fights.
Don't.
He lost his last four
Arthur,
fights.
is he the guy that's going to do it?
Honestly, I think if
he's not a boxer, he's the
and he's not a retired MMA fighter either. He is on a skid against champions and notable opponents. Jake Paul has fought Ben Askren, who was a champion, but he wasn't a champion known for his striking. Woodley, here's my prediction: Woodley in 3. I think he's going to knock him out in 3 rounds.
You think he's going to knock him out? Mm-hmm. They boys. They got to be boys. Like,
here's what Jake said. Jake said, I knocked out his best friend, Ben Askren, and earned himself a top spot on the problem child death list. Tyron's a seasoned striker who has fought the best MMA fighters in the world, but will be dropped by a Disney teen star in 2 rounds. He's got shit talking down.
I am so upset that guy keeps getting attention. I really am. I'm
gonna tell you, when you are winning, you're gonna continue to get attention. And the way he dropped Nate Robinson,
Nate wasn't prepared, man.
He wasn't.
Neither
prepared.
was Ben Askren.
He didn't train. But listen, he gave him enough time to prepare. He took it serious. He didn't. He won. What
Can
you
we
want
get
to
out
do?
of here now? I mean, legitimately, we did all our topics. We have fulfilled our contractual obligations.
Tomorrow.
So can we get out of here?
Your contractual obligations are not up until 11. Or I mean 1.
gonna listen to the
Not
boss.
11.
No,
1.
It's 11 when Joique's here.
Kennedy went full boss today, and
Exactly. My obligation
Yes,
starts at
ma'am.
11, ends at 1.
It ends at 1, and it is 12:57. So we will be here for another 3 minutes.
No, it's actually 2 minutes and some change, actually.
Okay.
You wanna be-
Bestie?
Fish?
Let's not.
It's
Don't
2
call him a
minutes and some
bestie
change.
while you're disciplining.
That's what I'm saying. It's 2 minutes and some change. It'll
Okay.
be 3 minutes. It was 56. Now we have
Look
a
at
minute
him just
and 58 seconds.
the stupidest arguments.
Fish.
We
Go ahead.
No,
we got
no.
another
Let's be
fight
precise.
that you forgot that you guys are
Precise.
forgetting about.
Who?
It's this weekend. Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, that is this weekend.
It's not a fight, it's an exhibition, and it
I'm going
means
to tell
nothing.
you guys now.
I mean,
they
something
said in
to
Russia.
Logan
Listen,
Paul. Logan
I'ma
Paul
tell
is
you
gonna come
guys
out
now.
swinging.
If you guys have it, please go out and get the Ethereum Max coin.
Oh,
Okay, all right, let's
Go
end
get
the
it.
show.
actually, no. Get that because I bought some.
Yeah, go get
Help.
that coin because why? Because that's the coin they're using to take purchases for the fight.
Oh,
And
I
so-
thought you were just trying to plug
And
Big
one
No.
last
Me too. That's why I was like, hang on.
Game. This is free game.
You guys forgot about the other fight. Young Gravy is taking on Old Krabby.
Yes.
And old Krabby is going to whoop his ass.
I got 100 on you.
That's a smart bet.
Make it 1,000. Joy can need $1,000.
You guys want to make a smart investment? That's a smart investment. All right, can we go now? Please?
Fine.
Sure.
Fine.
Whatever.
Okay. Joique Bell, Sean Baligian.
You guys
and
got
this
the air
is Woodward
on.
Sports.
Why are you complaining now? You guys have the air on. What's up
He
now?
has business to go take care of.